Hello again everyone. In this tutorial we are going to build a multiple linear regression in R. So for this reason I already opened a new file here. This is a file and I want to show you how to clean your work environment one by one. First, click on Ctrl L to clean your console, and you already got several variables created for you. Come to this simple, click on it and click on yes. So you already deleted all the variables that you have. And you simply need to come here and click on this X to remove this plot. And now you got a clean environment to start your work. After that, let's get the file that we need. So first thing here, you need to be sure that you are on the right. You should set your work directory to the right one. So again, you need to come here, click on Files, and click on this button with the three dots. And be sure that you are in the right directory where you saved your dataset file. So I already saved my data file here, so I will set this as the work directory. Click on Open and come to this simple here. Click on More, Set as Working Directory. Once you did that, R already typed and executed this code for you. So let's first delete this dataset from the previous tutorial, and let's now type our code. So let's now go over the code line by line. The first one here is to set the work directory, and we already did that before. So the first one is to set work directory. The second one is to import our data file. And the same thing that we did in simple linear regression. Read.csv, we are using this function to read this file, which is companies-spend-and-profits.csv. This is the CSV file that has the data. I'm reading this data and saving it in a variable in R, and I'm calling this variable dataset. Let's select this line, Control Enter, and here we go. We already created this dataset variable and we import the data in that variable. Click on this variable and you see all your data are imported. We got all the columns that we need. If we scroll down, you will find that we have 70 observations. In our data set, we have a city, and the data here is categorical type. And you need to create dummy variables to replace these values with 1 and 0s to be able to fit our model. And for this purpose, we have a specific package in R, which is dummies. First thing you need to do is to install that package, because you don't have it yet. So you need first to remove this hash, select this line and Control Enter. And I will not do this here because I already did that before to install the package on my PC. After the installation is completed, you will see that the process is going on here in console. You can go to the next step. So I will put the hash here again. And now you need to type library between parentheses dummies to import this library inside your file. So simply you need to select this line, Control Enter. And you simply, if you want to see if you already imported this package and the library after that in your file, you need to come here and click on Packages. And you can scroll up or down. So now dummies in D. So you need to scroll a little bit up, and here we go, we got dummies. The box is already checked. That means the package is imported, and this check means that this library is already imported into this file, so you can use it in this file. So there are two steps. First, install the package, then you can see it here. After that, check this box or type library dummies to get this library in your file. So now we are going to create a new variable in R. I'm calling it dataset again, and I'm replacing the contents of the dataset, which are these contents, with the new contents. The new content will exclude this column, the city column, and replace it with dummy variables, because I don't need city in my regression. To get our data in city to be transferred to dummy, we are typing dummy.data.frame, and between two parentheses dataset, which is this dataset, comma, sep for separation, and the separation here is dot. Data is separated by dots. Close the parentheses, and the results of this code will be saved in dataset again. In other words, the data here will be deleted and will be replaced with a new data. So let's select this line, Control Enter, and let's have a look at our dataset. Click on dataset. And this time you don't see city. You will see 4 columns. Each of them represent a city. So first one is Frankfurt, second London, third Paris, and the fourth one is Rome. So you already have the data set ready and prepared for building the regression model. And let's now start building our model. And we are going to use the same method that we used to build our simple linear regression, except here we'll have more independent variables instead of one. A new variable in R, reg, equal lm, to build our multiple linear regression, between parentheses formula equal profit, which is a dependent variable, tilde, that means this dependent variable will depend on these predictors or independent variables. To get tilde, as usual, click on shift and the first key before 1, and we start typing our independent variables. IT plus staff training plus advertising plus the dummy variables. And you know that the dummy variables here equal n minus 1. So we need to plug only n minus 1 in our regression model. And they are 4, so 4 minus 1 equal 3, so we should only add 3 dummy variables. I will select city Paris, city Rome, and city London, comma, data here is data set. So our data is our data set. So let's select this line, Control Enter, and here we go. We already created our regression model. Let's have a look at the summary. We are typing summary between parentheses reg, Control Enter, and let's have a look at our number. We're supposed to get the same result that we got in Gretel. You will see here that here this is the model, and let's go down and here our coefficients, and let's have a look at our R squared. So R squared here is 50% and adjusted R squared is 46%. And we got several predictors or independent variables are insignificant. So we need to select the one that with the highest p-value and remove it from our model based on the backward elimination method. So which one has the highest one? Which independent variable has the highest p-value? So let's have a look at them. It seems that Rome has 71%, which is the highest p-value. And if you look here, you will find that IT is significant and advertising also significant. In the next iteration, we are going to exclude Rome and build regression model again. And we are going to see that in the next tutorial.